There's a section of the Voiles' house that belongs to the cats. So there's like the cat wing of the house. And there's a bathroom in that area. So last night, Josh puts all of the cats into the cat wing and closes the door. And like an hour later, I'm like, I have to pee. So I go over and I'm like, I'm just gonna, go in here real quick, use this bathroom. There's no sound coming from in there. But as soon as I opened the door, 2 of the cats were like, out the door and up the stairs. And I was like, oh God. So I went and peed, and then I went on this like 10-minute expedition to hunt down the cats and put them back in the cat wing. And that was what happened after you went to bed last night.
Hi, kitty.
Look at that pretty kitty. This is Mr. Folds.
He's the vibe.
I think he loves being the center of attention.
He does. Look at him. He's like, yeah. Such a wash bear. A German word for raccoon. The literal, or the English translation is wash bear.
What's the latest addition to your sleeve?
The underside, mainly.
That looks crazy.
That is pretty crazy. I still need to get a lot of the background.
This is
the
his
color
brother.
Filled in. Yeah. His brother died 2 years ago. It seems as though the more work you're getting done, like in one sitting, the more sensitive your arm becomes. So even the areas that haven't been touched yet are like super sensitive, and the second they're touched by a needle, it's like excruciating.
How are you guys today?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. My name is Heather. I'll be taking care of you, okay?
Or denial. I get some jiggle action on it?
Penny Ann's Cafe. That was really good. You recommend?
I do.
You recommend?
Yeah.
If you're in Salt Lake City, come to Penny Ann's Cafe. They didn't even pay us to say this. It was just that good. Thanks for letting us sleep in your house. your house. I'm feeling like maybe I'm getting sick a little bit. My nasal cavity feels kind of raw. This usually happens before it moves back into like sore throat, and then my nose will start running. I hope that doesn't happen, but this is usually how it works. We've arrived in Las Vegas. Thank goodness they have Chipotles that are open until midnight here, because most of them close at 10. I got the Chipotle. Stefan opted for the Panda Express. Yeah. Okay, 3:30 almost. It's 3:26. We made it. Part of the freeway was shut down for a little bit. That was kind of weird. I don't know what happened. Look at this beautiful Christmas landscape. California is so Christmassy.
Yes. Look at my Santa outfit on. Look at it.
Merry Christmas.
The red predominantly plus white accents.
I think your ho 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 could use a little work. I'm gonna get in this brand new car.
Do you feel like the headrest is unnecessarily like slanted forward?
No.
Because
That I don't.
it feels like it's pushing my head down.
Chipotle is closed tomorrow on Christmas, so I had to get 2 days worth today so that I don't break the chain, because we're almost to 100. Today's like day 93-ish. Get a little taco. What you got there?
How could they make it that fast?
What is it?
It's a burrito.
It's a burrito.
Brian, where are we going?
We're going to my aunt's house.
Your aunt's?
Yes, my aunt's house.
Not your aunt's house?
My aunt's house.
Do you say aunt? Stefan, do you say aunt or aunt?
Aunt.
Why does he say aunt but you say aunt?
That's a good question.
Because you said tomato when you say tomato.
No, I say tomato. Tomato is stupid. If I think about it though, like my aunt flows better with a vowel transition than my aunt.
My aunt. My aunt.
My My aunt.
My aunt.
My aunt.
My aunt is harder for me to say. So anyway, we're gonna go eat some tamales
Yeah.
at your aunt's house.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether you should say your aunt's house because there's a consonant.
Oh my god. So apparently, since we got on the freeway, Stefan has not touched the pedals.
Yep.
This car has some kind of adaptive cruise control. Look at this. The town this year is Lego.
Oh, that's why you want all the Legos.
Oh my goodness, it turns on.
Where'd you put all the stuff?
What's up?
Wow.
Push the button.
It's tamale time.
She forgot the camera or something.
Okay, there she is.
So I make big batches and I freeze the rest of it.
Okay, I'm not a big freezer.
Yeah.
My girlfriend is like a freezer queen. I never.
Yeah, that's what I'm a freezer queen.
Yeah.
Freezer queen. This tamale dinner is like my favorite yearly tradition of things. It happens every year. Like it'll be June and I'm like, oh, I can't wait for the tamales. Tamales. You gonna eat it?
Oh, I thought you were just trying to get like a tamale shot.
I got my tamale shot.
Okay, yes.
Now I need the Brian eating tamale shot.
Oh, let me get that tamale.
Freshly baked chocolate chip cookies.
Oh wow. Mmm, so good. So this is Kevin. And Kevin designed this shirt, this creamsicle shirt that is in some kind of contest. If you want Kevin to win this contest, what happens if you win this contest?
If I get enough votes, this shirt could go into production and then sold online.
Oh, wow.
There's also a contest to win a vacation.
Where does the vacation go?
Pending.
If you want to send Kevin to pending, go vote on that shirt right now. I've had the replacement drone for a while, but I actually haven't tried to fly it yet. So this is going to be the first maiden voyage. Let's hope I don't crash this one. It didn't crash. I can tell, like, after crashing 2 drones, just that short little flight, I was really nervous. My heart was pounding. It's like, don't crash, don't crash. But it did all right. It's actually, it felt like it was much more stable than the previous one that I had. Maybe it's just an update to their software, their firmware or something, but it felt better than in the past.
Is it also slightly heavier weight?
I know they've made some updates to the latest editions of this Inspire. I don't know if mine is one of the latest, and I don't remember if they made it lighter or heavier, but we didn't crash. Excellent. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. All right, let's see if I can really test this thing's low light capabilities. This is a fully open iris with no gain. This is medium gain, high gain. Now, theoretically, there's a button somewhere that will do... Oh, is that night mode? Okay, here's some kind of night mode, I guess. I don't know about this. So apparently, this is super gain mode. I don't know if I can make it not green. Well, I guess that's not as green. Okay.
Check out that moon.
So this is... The moon is actually blowing out with the super gain enabled, but I believe this is adding 30 decibels of gain. So this is hella grainy. Just drinking it right out of the bottle.
This is for young kids. If you're 18 and under, this is really the best way to learn about...
Don't say things like that.
So my brother's coming to pick me up right now.
Oh.
And we're going to the Denny's down the street to meet up with my dad and my sister. You are welcome to join if you like, or you can just play Company of Heroes.
Roasting toenails by the open fire.
When you met Lem,
Yes.
what attracted you to him?
My singing.
No, you didn't sing it on those days.
Merry Christmas.
Actually, I don't think I was attracted immediately.
It took some time.
Took some time.
Okay.
And he was persistent.
But it was the roasting toenails that won you over.
Yes.
That gets more time. You just, those toes are like a cheap magnet.
The Lem you see today is not the Lem I saw in college.
Those are not the toes I fell in love with.
Are you saying it was like a bait and switch?
I think so.
A 90-day warranty.
No, I didn't have a fungus problem then.
I don't have a car, so my bro just picked me up in his truck. How are you enjoying not being in the military?
I love and hate it. I love not being stressed all the time,
Yeah.
but I don't like working with people that don't have a high work ethic or just high character. I don't know how to explain it.
I imagine
miss being with professionals all the time.
Yeah, in the military, I imagine, especially when you got as far as you did, that most people who are there have had it beaten into them that they like do their job.
Yeah, and that's like the hardest thing.
We're on our way to Denny's to meet up with one of our sisters and our dad. And I guess Renee's bringing her boyfriend as well. His dad bringing his girlfriend? Probably not.
I don't think so. It's all temporary. Well, the tattoos
temporary.
aren't, but the pain was.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Can I see the guitar part again? That's crazy. What brand is the guitar?
Well, it would be a Gibson, but I didn't want Gibson tattooed on my arm. That is just my favorite guitar.
We just had a classy dinner at Denny's with my sister Renee. You've probably been in videos before, right?
Yeah.
Introduce us.
Upgraded
Hello,
to
I'm
upgraded
Alex.
boyfriend here.
Yeah.
Boyfriend plus plus.
Yeah.
This is my dad. Hello. That's a Maserati. Good. My brother and I are just talking about dying, and I feel like I'm not afraid of being dead. The way that it felt to not exist before I was born is the way it's gonna feel after I die, and I'm fine with that. It's the process of getting dead that terrifies me, because that is usually painful.
I'm less worried about that because before you were born, you didn't know what life was, and so you couldn't really be like, oh, it didn't hurt or it wasn't anything. But now that, we've lived these lives, whether they end up being awesome or not, you go through this painful process of dying.
That's part of the reason that I've always been so interested in having kids, and why I would be much more disappointed about the idea of me dying now as opposed to after I had birthed some offspring, because I feel very comfortable with the idea that I'm part of a chain and that I've continued that chain. But if I die without having kids, then I'm just the end of the chain. And hopefully during my lifetime I will have still done things to positively affect the lives of the people around me, but I still I'm not as fulfilled by that idea as having brought new life into the world that is a part of me, a part of that same chain, and then died. Were there times while you were in the Marines, while you were deployed, were there times when you were close to death that you were like,
There wasn't like anything where I was like, I'm gonna die, but there was like 2 times flying in and out of Baghdad where I was like, I hope we don't get shot down.
Was it common for things to get shot down going in and out?
I mean, it's common to get shot at.
Did you guys get shot at?
No, but I mean, you're in the nest of ISIS,
Yeah.
essentially. So I don't know. That's where I kind of was like, well, this might be it.
Did you ever end up in any actual combat situations?
Nope.
Do you feel lucky about that? Or is there a part of you that...
I'm sure that had I been in it, I'd be like, I wish I hadn't. But there's a part of me that was kind of like, that's the whole reason why I joined.
Yeah, I mean, because especially in boot camp and all that, I assume that they do a lot of like psychological priming to like, your purpose is to engage the enemy in combat.
Yeah, and I mean, definitely. Sometimes I wish I'd stayed in, because I really enjoyed it, but I'm much happier now.
I've found a lot of reward in life from every once in a while kind of changing things up.
Yeah.
So I think that's healthy too. You've had an experience, you did the Marine Corps thing, and now you can go do something else that will enrich your life in a way that the Marine Corps could not.
This is very true.
It's midnight.